chosen vessels. What's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill. I am back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button and hit that share button. And don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and of course, Druuill Nation. Let's get right into it, shall we? Look, they're trying to cause you to feel intimidated because you are better than them in their own sight. There are those who are cool, laid back, observant enough to realize when they're doing too much, observant enough to realize when others are doing too much, observant enough to realize that somebody is hating on them and feel some type of way towards this person living their life. All right. Definitely out here in nature. All right. They're trying to cause you to feel intimidated. But the thing is, they feel you're better than them and want to flip the script and put it on you. All right. They want you to act like as the sun is shining down on us on this beautiful day. All right. They want you to feel like you're the one who's jealous of them when they're the one who's jealous of you. And also, they want you to be intimidated by them. All right. They want you to feel like this person has some type of edge, some type of advantage, some type of power over you when they don't. All right. All because they feel you're better than they are. But the thing is, they're doing that in their own mind. This person is too worried. This person is too worried about you. This person is too busy being worried about you. And they're comparing themselves to you, which is causing this person a lot of issues, causing this person a lot of problemas. All right. Causing this person a lot of problems. Okay. Mucho problema. All right. I know that Spanish sounds terrible, but it is what it is. All right. Mucho problema. All right. Mucho problem. I hate the fact that they taught us that weak Spanish. You know, it may be grammatically correct, but it just sounds so weak. You know, like I always felt so fake trying to gracias. Like, oh my God, man, it's painful. It's painfully whack. But anyway, not to get distracted. All right. It is what it is with that. But they want you to be intimidated. All right. They're trying to intimidate you because they've created you to be this ultra superhero, magnificent, sound-minded, masterful person in their head. And it's like, in their mind, everything works out for you. In their mind, you can do no wrong. In their mind, you're perfect. But they find all this fault with you. All right. They find all this fault with you. They find all these issues. You're pissing them off. You're making them upset because you're winning and things are working out for you and people like you. This is why they have to turn people against you. See, they're threatened. All right. They see that people like you. They see how people react to you. They see how people gravitate to you, towards you. And what they want to do is they would rather have that all for themselves. But since they can't have that type of impact on people like they would like to, they're going to destroy you from having it. If they can't have that impact, neither can you. If they can't have your skills, if they can't have your looks, if they can't have your talents, if they can't have your beauty, neither should you. And I know that doesn't make sense, but that's just how their mind operates. Instead of focusing on what they have, being grateful and realizing that they're enough and that there's nothing too good for them and no one's better than them except for in their own mind. If they would focus on themselves instead of what somebody else has, they'd be able to sit with themselves, but they can't. All right. They cannot take that mental defeat. That mental defeat is what's crushing them. The fact that they have to accept that, you know, they feel some type of way about somebody is crushing them. It's destroying them. Their ego won't allow them to do it. All right. We all have been there at one point where we had to realize maybe somebody was better looking than us. Maybe somebody was more attractive. Maybe someone was more funnier. Maybe someone was more handsome or more prettier. You know, like we had to deal with that. We had to, we had to deal with that and chill with that. And we had to realize that even though somebody may look this or somebody may look that, we're still enough. So that's really what it boils down to, is you have to realize that you're still enough. And when you realize that you're enough, there's going to be a lot of good things that happen to you, because it's going to open up your mind to realize that you don't need to be anything other than yourself for people to like you. And if people don't like you, then they could go somewhere, and that's their problem. That's not your fault. That's somebody else's fault. If someone doesn't like you, that's their fault. That's their problem. That's their issue. So the fact that they make you better than them in their mind, that's not your problem. These people are thinking up all these things, and they're thinking up all these good things for you, and it's causing them to be jealous and upset. All right, it's causing them to have a problem with you, because they could think up all these good things for themselves and not think up anything for anybody else. So the one thing that you need to realize is that all you have to do is continue to be true to yourself. And as long as you do that, then you're going to be better off than other people who are worried about everybody else except themselves. All right, that's not being true to yourself. When you can't accept something about someone, and an issue you may have or an issue they may have, whatever problems may be you may be facing, or whatever problems that may occur, it is what it is. So it's like they want you to be intimidated, right? You don't have to be. Like, you could tell them to take that intimidation and shove it where the sun don't shine, because you at some point people need to grow up, and this is one thing that they have not done. Their body has changed physically, but their mind has not changed mentally. Like, they have not done the mental growing up, because they can't accept certain things, so it keeps them in a childlike mind state. They can't accept when they're wrong. They can't accept when somebody else is right. They can't accept when they're being a bad person and somebody's telling them they need to change. They feel that there's nothing they need to do, and everything that they're doing is right and perfect. So that's pretty much how that goes. You're not going to be able to change this person's mind. This person's mind is set on being who they are. All right, like, their mind is set on being who they are, and they don't have the mental capacity. Like, they don't have the extra brain power that everybody else has. And I know that sounds rough, but that's really what that's really what it is. It's like they don't have the empathy. They don't have the extra part of their brain activated. It's like they're stuck in like this caveman state, to where they're unable to treat people in a way to where they would want to be treated. Only thing they know how to do is do what they want and treat people in a way to where they feel like they're on top. That's what they have to do. They have to treat people in a way to where they're on top and everybody's underneath them, and they're better than everyone. If they could be in an environment like that, they'll thrive. If they could be around people where people will kiss their behind, and everyone will roll out the red carpet for them and do everything at how they would like it, then they're good. They're comfortable in that environment. But when they're in an environment where people are challenging them or making them feel like they need to be doing better, they don't want anything to do with that. That's when they have issues with people, and that's when they start comparing themselves. And we all compare ourselves to other people. It's just, you have to control that. You have to put an end to it. You have to put a stop to it. You have to make it so it doesn't bother you like that, because everybody has something that they deal with. It's like, you get around people, somebody may have something in them that you like, or somebody might be a type of person, they might have a personality that you like, or a character trait that other people like, and you might see that and see all the attention they get, and you may feel some type of way about that. But you have to check that. You can't allow those jealousies, or you can't allow that attitude, or somebody outperforming you or outdoing you or out socializing you, or if someone is liked more than you can't let those things get to you. You have to like yourself so much that you don't really get bothered by the fact that somebody might get liked more than you. That never really struck me. If people were all socializing and they were like really liking up a person, I just was always cool with it. I mean, that's really all you can do. But the thing is, there are people who aren't like that. All right, there are people who will look at a situation that doesn't involve them to where it's like some life stuff where you just have to deal with it and deal how you feel about it and control yourself. And then there are people who will, like, they'll become a whole life enemy. Like, they'll be beefing with you over this type of stuff. You'll be beefing with them and they'll have a whole issue with you because they can't have your life. So it's totally weird. But they're trying to cause you to feel intimidated, and that's okay. They want to dim your light. They want to get you to feel terrible, right? So that way you can get in a bad mood. You won't be your normal self. People are going to start wondering what's wrong with you. What's wrong with you? What's going on? Like, they want you to be miserable, right? And I know misery loves company, but they don't want you to be that happy person. That person that's always talking to people, that person that's either always in a good mood, or the person that always seems like everything's okay. All right, they hate that. They hate how when they observe your life that everything is okay. You don't cause yourself problems. You don't do things to make your life harder than it already is. You do things to make your life easier. They don't even like the fact that you do that. So it's a lot that these people are worried about as far as you, when it comes to being concerned with what you're doing with your life. And it goes to show you that they have absolutely enough time on their hands to go do something with themselves. If you have enough time to put all this energy into another person, you could be using that to go build another Brooklyn Bridge or something. You could be using that to go start you a company. It's a lot you can do with your time, but some people, they just choose to hate. They don't have anything else going for them, and they're not aware of any of their gifts. They're not aware of any of their talents. They don't know how to use their personality as a benefit to them, as an advantage to them. All right, the type of person that you are is supposed to benefit you. The type of person that you are is supposed to be an advantage to you and others. Not to let yourself get taken advantage of or used or misused, but you are supposed to be making yourself something that people can either work with, do business with, because you don't want to let anybody use you. Even though people use people, you don't want to let people use you. All right, if somebody happens to be using you for something, that's not bad. But if somebody's using you, then that may be bad, according to like the parameters of what that entails for your journeys and your goings, your comings and goings. All right, but they feel you're better than them in their own sight. How's that your problem? It is not your fault if somebody feels you're better than them. Like they're doing that to themselves. They're doing that to themselves. It's their problem, and it's something that they need to check mentally within their own head. If you make somebody better than you in your mind, you got to deal with that. But they don't have, like I said, they don't have the brain power to differentiate and regulate and process. All right, that's the word I was looking for the whole time. They don't have the extra, like they can't regulate and they can't process. So when someone is unable to regulate and when they can't process, they're not going to be able to sort through things normally, mentally, like a normal person would. And when I say normal, I don't mean to say, like, I don't mean to call people crazy, but some of them are. And I mean, that's what it is. It is crazy. It's crazy to act like that. It's crazy to make someone better in your head and then make them at fault for it. Make them the problem, And it's crazy to make other people your problem in life, period. People can cause problems in life, but people really can't be that much of a problem for you to the point to where it stops your life. You know, it may hold you back. It may prevent you from doing some things. They may get in the way every now and then, but like there's no way they could possibly stop you from living your life. They could try and they could do things that may feel like that's what's happening, but overall they still don't have that type of power. So it's like they don't have the power to control your life. They don't have the power to stop you or stall you. This person is just super jealous and super intimidated and super insecure. Like they're the ones that's truthfully intimidated. So they have to try to project it back onto you. They want you to be intimidated because they're intimidated. And they're upset that you have that much power over them. Because here's the thing, because you have empathy, they see you as weak because you actually care about other people, as far as you're not going to take the opportunity to take their kindness for a weakness. You're not going to take advantage of their weaknesses, their weak points. If you notice any, if anything, you probably put them on game and be like, yo, don't do that, or avoid that, or don't be so nice to people. You know, you're that type of person. But as far as them, they don't have that. And when they see that people have empathy or people care about others or people would be a good person, they see that as weak. So when they are intimidated by you and they see that you're better than them, it really bothers them because they see you as a weaker vessel. They see you as a somebody that's not as strong-minded as them because they don't have that that they don't have that empathy. They don't have that gene within them to care. Empathy is a gene. They don't have those genes. All right, you do. That's why they look at you funny. That's why they stare at you weird. It's like your whole vibe is different from theirs, and their energy is off. All right, so when you get around them, it's going to be that disconnect. They're not going to be able to pick up on that evil within your spirit. All right, they're able to pick up on that evil within each other's spirits. That's why they know each other. All right, just like you know other chosen ones by the energy that they have and the works that they do, they know other evil people, other evil ones by the energy that they carry and the works that they do. When you're a bad person, you carry bad energy. There's no way around that. You're a bad person, you're going to carry the vibes of your actions. What's done in the dark shall come to the light. If you're a bad person, the energy that you carry is going to come to the light. All right, it's already hard enough to make sure that we keep ourselves in check. So it's like, why make your life any harder? But that's what evil does. Evil is chaos, right? There's no order. All right, there's no order. They could totally disregard that and not care. All right, they don't care what happens to them. They don't care what happens about their moral standards, how they treat people. They could care less about the repercussions. All they want is the adrenaline, the power. Like, and by those patterns, you could pretty much tell where that's leading them to. You know, it's leading them to the devil. It's leading them to the dark side. It's like you don't care. You just want what you want. You don't care how other people feel. You don't even care what happens to yourself as a result of the type of spirit that you have and what you've done with your energy. They don't even care about that. You know, so it's a lot going on when it comes to other people and these evil spirits. It's like they get possessed. They see your good works, they see your deeds, they see your heart, you know, they see the type of person that you are, and it's bothering them, for one. And for two, when they see that you have all this good energy in you, but they see you as weak, they see you as not better than them or lesser than them, but you're either greater than them or even far better than them. That's when that narcissistic injury comes. Their ego gets deflated, all right? And they get mad. They get mad when somebody's better than them. They get mad when somebody that they feel isn't better than them is actually better than them. It's like it messes their head up. Just like we can't figure out why they want to be evil, they can't figure out why we're better than them and we're a good person, and we're stronger than them on top of that. That's why they're constantly looking for people's weak points. They're constantly trying to bring others down. They're constantly trying to make others feel bad. It's like everybody has to feel how they feel, and they got to keep other people on the same frequency as them, because that's when you're weak. All right, if they can keep you on their frequency, that means you're at a weak point, and they're pressing your buttons. They're able to control you. They're able to manipulate you. They're able to say things and do things to pull you down to their level and to get you to be upset and to feed into their negativity. And that's not something that you need to do. You don't need to be feeding into these people's negativity. Screw them. To hell with them. You know? So they just have personal problems, but what they don't realize is that their personal problems aren't anybody else's problems. All right? Their personal problems aren't anybody else's problems. And that bullying type of attitude, that type of life that they live is going to make them upset. I mean, not make them upset. It's going to get them hurt. The life that they choose, that's gonna make them upset. It's gonna make them upset, all right, because it's gonna get them hurt. That life that they're living and how they don't care about other people and what they do to other people and how they treat other people, that's gonna get them hurt. It's either gonna get them hurt from karma, or the Lord is gonna send a death angel out on them. You know, it could even be it could even be two people just in the spirit to just jump this person or beat them up. People end up catching what they give out. All right, so no need to worry about that. It's definitely going to be justice is going to be served when it comes to them. But I mean, self-intimidation is wild. You know, I'd rather regulate and accept than make somebody better than me in my own mind. Like, there's nobody better than anybody. Somebody may have some skill. Somebody may be able to riz. Somebody may have style. Somebody may have whatever. But there's a way for you to fix yourself and make yourself the best way you could possibly be to either surpass their level or be on their level. You know, you may not be on their level as far as what they can do, as far as that's concerned, but you'll be on your own level to where you'll be in your own lane. And that's what it's all about, staying in your own lane, all right? It's about staying in your own lane. And when you don't compare yourself to other people and you're not putting yourself down because of what they have or what they can do or what their life looks like, you're creating a lane for yourself. Anybody that's worried about what somebody else is doing and how their life is going compared to somebody else, you're setting yourself short. You don't know what people have to go through. You don't know what they had to do to get what they got. You don't even know if you want what they got after you find out what they did to get it. You don't even know about that person's life. So it's like they all up in the Kool-Aid and don't even know the flavor kind of thing. But that's what happens when people get jealous. It's like they don't think straight. They just see what somebody has, they want it, and it causes them to feel some type of way about it. And since they don't self-regulate, they don't realize that it's them wanting better for themselves. They don't understand that. But because they don't self-reflect, they don't point themselves inward and look within themselves to fix themselves, they'll never know. Half these people don't even know what they like. They don't even know what they're into. Why do you think they're always trying to clown you for your hobbies and the things you love to do and your gifts and have negative things to say about you? It's because they don't even know what they like. They don't even know what they want to do. Half these people don't even know what to do with their mind. You know, like they sit in a room and they go crazy. That's why they got to talk. That's why they got to talk trash. That's why they got to, be worried about everybody else, comparing themselves to everybody else. And it's natural for the human mind to do that. You see other people, you see somebody's lifestyle, you see them living pretty good. You're like, oh, wow, look at what this person has. And then you might look at your own life and start to feel certain ways, but don't. Don't look at yourself like you ain't nothing because you don't have as much as somebody else. That's not how you should choose to live your life. That's not positive at all. But I mean, once you realize you have things going for you, it's pretty easy to focus on yourself and figure out what direction you want to go in. But I mean, it sucks to not know what you like. You know, they're always saying this about someone and who likes this or who loves that or enjoys that. And they got the nerve to talk about you and make fun of you for all the things you're into, but they don't even know what they like. They have no mind. You know, they have no mind, and they do what they like. They do what everybody else does. They're caught up in the world, in the sense of like, people are watching this, they'll watch this. People are talking like this, they'll talk like this. Like there's no originality, and they don't have any originality, and that's another reason why they get upset. When you come around, you usher in a whole new vibration. You usher in a whole new energy. You usher in originality. You usher in, I don't have to put on an act and be like everybody else to fit in. If you know mugs don't like me, then I'm cool all by myself. I'm fine with that. I'll figure it out. You know, I'll be cool with just me and my energy and my self-love. You know, that's really all you need anyway. Because half these people we try to quote unquote call ourselves trying to intermingle with, or be cool with, or socialize with, they don't even love themselves. So it's like it's doomed. It's doomed from the beginning. You know, it's like was never going to work with certain people. You know, because they don't have love for themselves, and they see that you do. Some people don't have love for themselves, and they'll be jealous of you because you do. Like that self-love, man. They will hate you for that. All right, and that's why they think you're better than them in their own sight. They don't even love themselves. How they gonna be starting with you and trying to mess with you and make things difficult for you? They don't even love themselves. But that's why a person who loves themselves is not going to be treating a person like that. They're going to be too focused on all the good they're putting into themselves. Like you could put a certain amount of energy and love and into yourself, and time and effort and all that, and change your life. I'm sure we're all aware of that by now, but it's possible. Why others don't choose to do it is beyond me, but I know I would most definitely choose to do it. Stay a hater or be a creator. I'd rather make my life better and do some things to turn it around, instead of trying to bring other people down and destroy others. But they don't have the mindset to uplift people. All they know is bringing people down, because a lot of them were brought down by other people. Like a lot of these people are brought down by others. They're destroyed by others. They're ridiculed by others, to the point to where they give in, and they lose themselves. They lose themselves trying to please others. Like, you want to talk about people pleasers? What about the disease of people pleasers with these narcissists and these enablers? Enablers love narcissists, and they want to try to be like them. They want to try to emulate them. Like, these are all the people who have no business trying to be bad or evil or, negative. It's like, yo, you don't even have any business doing this. You're following in somebody else's footsteps. That's going to get you hurt. It's already going to get them hurt. But you not having no business doing what they doing, following in their footsteps, is really now two people going to be hurt. Everybody going to be hurt messing around with these narcissists. Everybody's going to be hurt messing around with people that try to bring them down to a point of misery. It's like these are the people that will throw their life away, and they looking for somebody else to throw their life. Yo, you try to throw your life away with me? Sure, I'm down. It's like everybody throw their life away. Like, false. No, not throwing my life away for nobody. And it's really not worth it, because if I have to put myself in that situation, it better be worth it. That's all I got to say. It better be worth it. And that's why I say don't really risk your freedom unless it's like for a life or death situation. It ain't worth it. But let these people be intimidated. All right? And that's really all it is. Like, all these little mean, nasty looks, that's them thinking of you being better in their head. They're seeing you win. They're seeing you graduate. They're seeing you start the business. They're seeing you become a doctor. They're seeing you become a baker. They're seeing you become a singer. They're seeing you become an artist. They're seeing you become a painter. They're seeing you become whatever it is you want. All that time that you focus and you're not focused on these bird brains, you're not putting your time and energy into them. All that time and energy you put into yourself, they see you doing something with it and going somewhere with it, and they want to hold you back. All right, they want to continue they want to be able to have someone around them that's going through the same thing as them or something bad or something worse. And if not, if they can, they'll create it for you. How about that? How you like them apples? If they can, they'll create it for you. You know, some people's lives go a little too well for the likes of them, so they have to try to create issues for others, right? All because of some stuff that they're thinking in their own head. This is why mental health is important. You know, if this is why mental health is extremely important. You have a problem, you'll make a problem in your head with somebody else, and then have the nerve, not you, but they'll make a problem in their head with somebody else and have a nerve to actually go take it out on this person. But that's just because you got them feeling some type of way. And we already know what that does. That's that anointing. That's that divine energy. All right, that's that self-love. Those frequencies you resonate on. All right, keep being that light in this world. All right, destroying the darkness. I want to thank you for watching this video. Another powerful message from your main man, Druuill. Hope everybody's enjoying the lives. All right, I am too. All right, hit that like button, hit that share button. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace, love, and light. I will see you in the next video. We out.